So, I know I skipped over a lot of parts, primarily all the sculpting. I'm sorry about that. I didn't have this one planned out very well, apparently. So, I'm going to paint it, and hopefully the video comes out well, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So, yeah, I'm not going to be talking a whole lot. So, just keep watching, if you want to keep watching. You can't see it, but I am currently mixing colors until I get that metallic consistency that I'm trying to get in the color. Which I'm not getting. Doesn't seem to be going real well. But anyway, just not to take a bit more time, try a little bit more silver. And what I'm using here, which you can't see, but I'm just going to say it anyway. You can kind of see them in the background. Is literally they're called basic, just basic acrylic paints. That's what I paint everything with, all my crafts and things, because it has a much more brighter sheen to everything. Really brings out the colors and the persona, if you will, of the piece. It adds more vibrancy. Whereas if, say, you added oil paint, which is obviously a much more professional medium, it's not meant so much for crafts, I'd say. It wouldn't have the same feel to it. So let's see here. This is most certainly going to take a while to dry. I should have turned on the fan. But I have a candle burning in my room right now to get the, well, I don't know if you guys know that I have a cat. If you follow me on Instagram, you see pictures of her everywhere. And there's kind of a smell of, I'm ashamed to admit it, but there is in fact a smell of cat urine in my house, and I do not like it. So I'm just burning strong scented candles to try and get that smell out of the house. And anybody who's ever owned a cat will know that that in and of itself is quite a struggle. So yeah. So right now I'm just trying to see if I can get the edges and the sides painted, and then once those are ready to go, I will see how long it takes for this thing to dry. I hope it dries fast. It probably won't, but here's to hoping. And then I'll start mixing and adding a different color. If you can't see very well, I'm sorry. I don't have the right camera set up, and you'd think after so many years I would, but I'm getting there, step by step. But I'm going to get there, and you guys will see much more quality content from yours truly. Although, if hopefully all this stuff that YouTube is doing doesn't really come to pass, because I don't know if I'm understanding it very well, but I feel like whatever YouTube is doing, it's going to mess up a lot of creators. And mine isn't a big channel at all. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers compared to a lot of the more recognized YouTubers, a lot of the more craft-based YouTubers who have better quality stuff. But I feel like that's gonna put a damper on a lot of new creators. for a lot of people trying to get their start. To some degree, like, I don't know if I'm understanding very well what it is they're doing, but I feel like it's going to mess up a lot of people, not just professionals who are already involved in the industry, creators who are out there, but even, people like me who are trying to get their start on YouTube. That's just going to be really, really painful for a lot of people, I think. It's going to put a damper on the whole situation in a lot of ways. It's going to make it very difficult for anyone, except maybe for like a select few, to get started on here. And that's a real pain in the neck for a lot of people. That's going to be very, very difficult for a lot of people, I think. I already signed this petition that another one of my favorite craft YouTubers has going on. I really, really hope that does something. Like, not just me signing it, but everyone signing it. Because that's not fair, what they're doing. In their eyes, it's making things better. But in the eyes of people who have been, in a sense, working for this company, it's making things more difficult. It's making things unfair. It's making things very, very difficult to accomplish. So, and it's definitely not fair for people who are trying to get their start. Because, I mean, it offers great opportunities for people to make money doing what they love. And if you're making this more difficult for them, you're pretty much breaking the thing that's bringing you all the views, that's bringing you all the revenues, and people demand more of YouTube, and I don't think it's like celebrities and things like that. I think they're demanding more content, more creators, more personal celebrities, because, I mean, we all enjoy Will Smith, we all enjoy Chris Rock and Jason Momoa and all those guys, but sometimes those people are very difficult to get to, and rightfully so. They're high-end celebrities working for Hollywood, but YouTube celebrities, they could be your next door neighbor, they could be your classmate, they could be someone that that you know personally, And by making this decision, you're making it difficult for those people to do anything with the skills that they already have. You're making it difficult for fans to find someone they can relate to, or someone they can speak with, or someone they can connect with on a more personal level. So, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Alright, let me go see if I can turn on the fan, and hopefully that'll dry quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure what to talk about on this one. Sorry, guys. I'm so out of practice. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I guess the fins are next. It's the only thing I can really do right now. Purple, perhaps? No, not a good deal. It's teal. Perhaps a bit more. I don't know why I didn't think to shake up the bottle. to me mixing any of this stuff. Hopefully this dries fast. Hopefully. So what else is going on? Guys, how was your day? I already rambled on about a bunch of random stuff that's on my mind right now. How are you guys doing? You guys doing alright today? Hope you are. It's a beautiful day outside. Down here in Texas. Mother trucking Texas. Texas can't seem to decide whether it wants to be cold or warm. Whether it's still in the middle of summer or winter. Whether we're in the middle of summer or winter. It's just like one day it's cold, the next day it's warm. One day they're like, oh, we're going to have a cold front tonight. Make sure to wrap up your pipes. And then, like, you get that cold front maybe for 3 days. And after that, it's just feeling like we're in the smack dab middle of summer all over again. It's like, come on, man. You're either cold or you're warm. We can't keep having this sort of disagreement, you know? And it's like, summer's great. You know, summer's pretty great. I'm not going to lie. The only thing I have against summer is all the damn mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. I don't think there's a single person in this world who likes mosquitoes. It makes me feel kind of bad for them, but it's true. Mosquitoes are jerks, you know? They pass on diseases, they bite you. It's totally non-consensual. It's very non-consensual, just saying. I did not consent to have you biting me, sir, no, madam, and to have you inject this horrible disease into my bloodstream. Thank you very much. Now I'm sick because of you. So, yeah, I don't like mosquitoes, in case you didn't get that from that little statement I just made. They're horrible things. Horrible. Little bastards. Anyway. Yeah. So, for those of you that followed me on the Instagrizzlies, you know for a fact that I had a lot of trouble with this piece that I'm painting right now, this tail portion. This is not the original tail portion. The original tail portion actually broke and came apart in the oven. So I made this new one, which albeit looks much more fish-like, being that this is a sea dragon, you know, less snake-like. So I think I like this one more. Actually, I'm very happy that I made this one and didn't go with the other one. It's those little decisions that make life much better. Just so much better. God bless little decisions. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm top out. I know you know I'm top out. Anyway, enough of me rambling. How much this is going on for now? It's 14 minutes. Okay. It's going to be a long one, guys. I'm sorry. That is if you don't mind hearing me ramble for the next 20 minutes, you know. If you don't, then keep watching. If you do, then I guess skip to the last portion of the video. Or, I don't know if this is going to be a multi-parter. Probably not. Because painting isn't that difficult at all. This is just painting the thing. And being that I don't have a time-lapse feature, this is real time. Like, this is how long it's going to take me to paint this thing. Whatever you're watching right now. Whatever you have the strength to stomach in the middle of your busy day, like, this is just me painting it all in real time. No advancements, no nothing. And by advancements, what I mean is, like, no form of time-lapsing the video or anything of that variety. So, yeah, if you guys want to keep on watching, go ahead. If you want to skip to the last portion of the video, I invite you to do so. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me right now. Painting the sexy mofo, and it'll turn out nice. I think it's not perfect by any means. It had its fair share of troubles here and there, also, just like the other one. But it's much, much better. It really conveys that more marine-like essence of the monster. Well, I should say the creature. Of the creature over here. Rather than... I don't know where to grab this thing. This paint is still wet. Rather than the serpent-like demeanor. Which wouldn't have given it the same feel. This is much more fish-like. I prefer this. So, yeah. And that's what's going on with me right now. Struggling to paint this fool. I don't want to break it. Again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I did a whole bunch of process photos of this thing. I didn't post a video of it because it was going to take far too long, and there was going to be a lot of struggle along the way. There was a lot of struggle with this big fella. But in the end, as you can see, I did something, and I think the smartest decision I made with this was to stick it with super glue rather than regular hot glue. There's a lot of false advertisement for that, man, because hot glue, it's like, oh, strong bond for this, this, and this. Like, no, it's not. You know? It's not a strong bond. This thing cracked and fell apart more times than I can count. It's like, you lied to me, super glue. You lied to me, and here we had... No, super glue didn't lie to me. Hot glue lied to me. We had this beautiful, wonderful relationship, and then you went and you just betrayed my trust. You butchered it. You threw it into the ground. You stomped all over its face. You called it many nasty and horrible things. And, yeah, there it is. I feel insulted. I feel insulted by you, hot glue. Didn't even fix my chair. Because the the left arm support on my chair broke, so... Yeah, I tried to glue that with hot glue. Newsflash, it didn't work. It's quite a disappointment. Probably shouldn't have worn my hoodie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it off. Okay. Yeah, that's better. My paints a little further away from here. So I'm working on my my craft table in my room, and that's not as big as the desk in my garage. So, as you can imagine, I have very limited space to work in right now. And if you're wondering why I did not see that. Damn it. As long as it's not falling apart, I guess. If you're wondering why I'm not working in my garage anymore like it was at first, well, that's because there's a massive clutter of things in my garage right now, and it's taking up way too much space. Which, I can't do words today. Way too much space, and so it's not a very comfortable place to work in at the moment. So I'm just working here in my room on this here table. Seeing what I can do with the space that I got. So, yeah, man, that's what's going on. Trying to get this thing in marine colors. A nice little fishy feel to it. Because sea dragons would count as ocean reptiles if they were a thing. Alright, that's enough of that. The That's enough tapping of the cup right there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to add a little metallic purple. I don't know if I should cut this off now. Maybe. This thing may go on to 30 minutes. Like I said, though, if I ever get better equipment, I'm definitely going to make a much better content. So that's the plan, is to get better equipment at some point. Because I do want to make some better quality videos. Right now I'm just working with what I have. And it's been years since I started this. Well, so many subscribers in that small amount of time that I didn't do anything. But I guess that's just how this works. It's going to look weird. I'm going to try to blend it in, make it more fan-like. I would use new brushes, but I do have a set, but I don't want to use those because they're new, and this kind of work actually ruins the bristles a little bit. So I'm just working with my old brushes here. Though these old brushes have been used by many people, sometimes without my permission, so they're not in the best quality right now. Siblings, you know, they're interesting little creatures. You kind of wonder why they exist. Other than that, though, I think this is looking kind of nice.